Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, what's up? My name is Caitlin, and this is the channel where I talk all things toys and dolls. Sorry for the long absence. I have been super sick. You might still be able to hear it in my voice a little bit. If you can, I'm sorry. But today we're doing another voiceover, and I am doing my ranking for every Monster High movie. Coming in at last place, number 16, is Electrified. Probably to no one's surprise, this movie was just by far the worst. I don't really know what the point was. I guess Sylvie was cool, like she was a cool doll, but this movie was just awful. The animation was terrible. G2 animation in general just wasn't great, but this movie by far was the worst. Like, the storyline wasn't great, the characters weren't great, like it's just a bad movie. 15th place, probably also to no one's surprise, is Welcome to Monster High, another G2 reboot. This one was better than Electrified, but not by much. I think the only redeeming quality for this one was the fact that I love Wraith so much. That, and I do like the idea of them going to find all the other monsters, but yeah, not a great one. 14th place has to go to New Ghoul at School, the original Monster High movie. This one I feel like should be ranked higher just because it is the original and it started everything, but Monster High just got better. Like, every movie beyond this one until G2 was just better than this one because, you know, they got better. But I don't know. Also, this like story centered around Frankie, and Frankie is not my favorite character. She's fine. They're fine now, but not my favorite. 13 is Friday Night Frights. This one is just okay to me. Like, it's definitely one of my least favorite ones. Obviously, this is ranking, but it wasn't a bad movie. I just didn't really love the plot. It's okay. It's a very okay Monster High movie. 12th place is Fright On. I actually really like this one. Here on out, I like all of the movies. But this one just fell a little bit flatter, simply because I think I like the animation style that they switched to more than this one. But I do like Fright On. I liked the concept of like the werewolves versus vampires. It's definitely played out by now, but it was fun to see Monster High spin on it. And I do really like, what's his name? Claude's friend, the werewolf leader. Romulus. I really do like Romulus. 11th place is Escape from Skull Shores. This is another one that I enjoyed, but it's not my favorite. It's good. I really like Andy Beast, but the storyline again was kind of weird. I didn't love the whole, oh, Andy likes Frankie because she looks like one of his old friends kind of a thing, but I did overall like the concept. I also hated what Gil did to Laguna. Like, that was the worst plot ever, but I liked the storyline overall. 10th place is Ghouls Rule. I did really enjoy this movie. I didn't love the bad guy. I forget her name. I always want to call her Claire, but Claire's the good girl. Lillian, maybe? I don't know. She's Van Helsing's goodness, daughter. I didn't love her, but I did like the concept. I loved the Jackson and Claire moments, and their outfits were great. Like, these were some of the best dolls we got by far, and it was a good movie. I just didn't love Van Helsing's daughter. My 9th place is Great Scarier Reef. This one got a lot of hate, but I enjoyed this movie. I really love Laguna as a character, so to get a movie centered around her was a lot of fun. I think the dolls of this line were really cool. I know a lot of people did not, but I'm a sucker for a good mermaid, and I just really liked this movie. It was a lot of fun. Obviously not my favorite, but it was a good one nonetheless. In 8th place, we have SCARIS, City of Frights. I really enjoyed Rochelle and Garrot. Their love story was really cute, but again, the main character that was centered around this one was Claudine, and I'm not a huge Claudine fan. I know, yell at me if you want to, but Claudine's not my favorite. She's okay. I like Claudine, she's just not my favorite, but the idea was kind of cool, but overall I was more in it for Rochelle and Garrot and Jennifer and Scalita than I was for Claudine, and with her being like the main part of the story, it just fell a little farther down for me. 7th place is one that I wanted to put higher, but the rest of them are just better, and that is Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love? You already know Draculaura is one of my favorite characters, so to have a story centered around her, you already know it's gonna love it. I do really like Kyrian Valentine as a bad guy. I think he was really fun, one of my favorite overall protagonists of Monster High. He was just awesome. I really liked the character, I liked the story. Cupid's not my favorite, but I get her point in the story. So yeah, this overall was just a good movie. From here on out, I like all the movies a lot, so this got hard, starting with number 7. 6th place is Monster High Frights Camera Action. This one I really enjoy, but it did fall a little bit flatter just because I feel like there was a lot going on in this movie, but I did like all of the things that were going on. I love Honey Swamp. She's one of my favorite characters, so I loved having her storyline. Claudine's sister Claudia, her storyline was really fun. Elizabeth's story was really fun. So overall, it was really good. I just felt like they kind of crammed a lot into one movie. I also love seeing more of Hoodoo. He's such a fun character. 5th place is Freaky Fusion. Again, one that got a lot of hate, but I really enjoyed this movie. The doll line was atrocious. We all know this, except for the 4 new hybrids. I really enjoyed their dolls. But I absolutely adore Nathan. I love Nathan and Frankie together. That was my favorite Frankie pairing. I really liked the other 3 hybrids. I liked the story of them going back in time. Frankie literally dies in the movie, which was crazy, but I just really like this movie. I don't really have a this is why moment. I just overall really enjoyed it. In 4th place, we have the Monster High the movie, the live action one, the new one. As much as I hate change, I'm the first one to admit that I hate change, and I absolutely hate that Claudine and Deuce are a couple. Hate it so much. But with that being said, this movie was great. I loved all of the characters. I really enjoy Frankie so much more than I used to, and this was a great movie. I'm a sucker for a good musical, and this was amazing. The songs in it were all really good, so yeah, it was good. Starting off our top 3, we have 13 Wishes. I love this movie. It's one of my favorite doll lines as well. Gigi is awesome. I also really love Wisp. Having Howleen as the main character was a lot of fun, and I just really love this storyline. I loved the dark versions of the characters. I'm really bummed we never got dolls of those. That would have been such a fun line. But this movie was just overall really good. I don't think I have a bad thing to say about this movie. No, I really enjoyed this movie. In 2nd place, we have Boo York, Boo York. I already said I'm a sucker for a good musical, and this was a great one. Cleo and Deuce's song, I adore. I love it so much. I really enjoyed this movie. I think the only bad thing about this movie was that they kind of made Deuce seem a lot dumber than he has in past movies, which I didn't love, but I love the Deuce and Cleo dynamic. I love Caddy and Seth together. It was such a great duo. I loved this movie. It was really good. The only reason it's 2nd place is because 1st place movie exists. And coming in 1st place, to no one's surprise if you've seen any of my videos, is Haunted. I love Haunted. This is my favorite movie, my favorite doll line, my favorite new characters, just overall my favorite. I love Spectra so much. Seeing her with Porter was awesome. Porter is my favorite boy. Spoiler alert for future videos. But I love them together. I loved the new Vendala, River, and Kiyomi. Those were great dolls. Haunted is the line that I need all of the dolls from. I am only a collector of signature dolls, but Haunted I will make an exception for. I need them in my life. But yeah, Haunted is just the best Monster High movie there is. No doubt about it. I love this movie so much. The story is great. The characters are great. It's just great. So that is everything for my ranking this time. If you guys are enjoying these, let me know by liking this video. Subscribe before you go so you don't miss out on any more. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.